So you're going into the land investment business and you love the model of seller financing. So you want to buy these properties, list them online, and sell them for $50 down, $50 a month for a bazillion months and get cash flow forever. That's a great model. I love that model. I do it myself. But you're wondering, who pays the taxes? Who pays the HOA fees? In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to structure this in your seller financing deals so you could go ahead and have those notes covered for you. But just know, at any time in the description, you could check that out afterwards. I have tons of resources in there to help you build a little cash flow while you sleep, as well as opportunities to jump on consulting calls with me if you need a little help getting through your next few deals. But let's dive into this here. Who actually pays the taxes? How do you structure the taxes? So when you purchase a property, you have the mindset that you're going to take this down and you're going to resell it on seller financing terms. You want monthly cash flow hitting your bank account, but there are some fees to holding land. Very minimal, but fees nonetheless. We need to take care of these. Who's paying for them? So in my contract, it states that the buyer is responsible for paying the taxes. Now, in many cases, the properties I own are like $5 a year tax bills. I usually just pay that and don't even sweat it. I don't pass it on. But in other areas that have nicer properties, HOA fees, you're going to have a bigger tax bill. That's going to cut into your profits and you need to pass that on to the buyer. So within your contract, and if you want to see mine, just shoot me a text at 440-567-6040. But within your contract there will be a subject line that should state who is responsible for paying the taxes. Now, when you do seller financing deals, I take down the property, I own the property. You're buying the property from me for $50 down, $50 a month for, let's say, 36 months. I'm going to say you are responsible for the taxes when they come due. Now, as the tax bill comes due, if you're responsible for them, I could say, hey, here's the tax bill, you could pay it. But typically people don't pay their bills unless they're all set up on automatic reoccurring payment plans. So what I like to do is pay the bill, let them know, tax bill came, we went ahead and took care of it. Here's the amount you owe us. If you want to submit that now, great. If not, we'll roll it onto the back end of your deal. And when your 36 payment comes due, oh, by the way, you still owe us for this tax bill, and this tax bill. We could just do one more payment next month and then we'll be all the way straight and deeded over to you. Or you could take care of that right now and we'll be good to go. I hope you were able to keep up with me on that. So with that and HOA fees, let's cover that real quick. Those are typically due monthly or quarterly. Same exact scenario. You could pass the bill on to the buyer directly and say, go ahead and take care of this, please. The bill is due. But we all know most people lose their checkbooks at these times and they don't mail in the check or they don't log in online to pay it. So I would say have in your contract, like I have in mine, I could take care of that bill and just know it's going to fall into the back end of the deal, where you will owe me that money at that time before we transfer the deed to you. So it's all spelled out, it's crystal clear, and you can let your buyer know. But no, you can structure your deals however you want, and you don't have to pay the tax bill. Or if you do pay the tax bill, you could pass that on to the buyer, and it's just written into the contract. So however you structure your deals, however you plan your profits and your cash flow, just make sure it's all in there. It's nice, squeaky clean, very plain for anybody to follow, and you'll do just fine. Now, there's other deals that we take down where there's a ton of back taxes owed, and we sell these really cheap. With this, same scenario. In our contract, you are purchasing it for this, but you are responsible for all the tax bills, current, back, and future tax bills. Wow, I don't know why that was hard for me to get through that there, but that's how we structure it there. You got to pay all the tax bills and you're able to acquire for this little bit of money here. So however you want to structure your deals, just make sure it's spelled out in there, but no, you don't have to assume any bills you don't want to. You could pass them on to the buyer. Just make sure it is written in the contract. They know they're signing off on that, and it's a win-win for everybody, and your cash flow profits will be that much higher. Now, as always, like I said, if you have any questions, you could drop those down below. You could text me at 440-567-6040. We'll create the content answering your questions for you. Be sure to check out all those goodies in the description down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.